Keurig is the standalone name when it comes to making single serve brewed coffee, tea, anything else, hot cocoa. This is the latest version. You were seeing how it actually has better technology to get more aroma, more flavor out of every single cup. We've upped it so you can customize your size. We've made it quieter. We've moved the reservoir. You guys said that was, you know, an issue. It's the K-Supreme. So we're not only giving you the $180 Keurig K-Supreme, we're also giving you the $58 Frother that's a one-button, hot or cold. And now you get the cold foam that everybody talks about. And right out of the box, we're giving you 10 K-Cups to use. The entire kit is over $248 worth. Carrie was able to get it down to $149.95 and get it either in a black or in a gray. But this is like the latest version of getting the thing that we've all, you know, had, but now have all the things that people have said we wish it would be.
Exactly.
Now it is.
And now it is. And I love that this comes with the frother. And we're as soon as I'm done talking about the coffee and how the K-Supreme gives you these extra features, we will certainly go there. Notice how it's brewing. I always love to start here. As this finishes, I want to get real close. You don't hear a thing. This has quiet brew technology, and that's one of the most amazing features on this, is that our previous models had just kind of a different system by which they made the coffee, and it was a lot louder. Now you don't hear anything. If your child is sleeping, if your husband is sleeping, anything like that, you're not going to hear it. You're just going to hear the dripping of the coffee, and at the end, the air pump just pushes out that last little bit. When I grab this coffee, I always like to do this and put my hand behind it. The true test to me of an exceptional coffee maker is if I can see my hand through it. This is not like a wimpy, thin coffee that's going to taste, ugh. This has got full extraction. You can tell because of the coloration. That has to do with our multi-brew technology. And so showing you here, if you have an older Keurig, you may have the one that did the one puncture. It pretty much went straight through. And a lot of people said, hey, we don't think we're getting all these grounds in here. So we were able to do multi-stream. And here that you'll see there's actually 5 different punctures here. So that multi-stream is giving you full extraction. It's allowing it to get completely through the cup, completely through the grounds. Secondarily, up on the top, that's where we have some even more features. Love that strong button. If you go into my coffee making history, always the strong button is pushed. That's going to add even to that multi-stream even more, because what it's going to do is slow down the brew a little bit, and it's going to allow it to extract and sit on it, just kind of like a French press or something like that. Over here is our over ice. This is going to give you the option if you are brewing over ice at 193, it comes out, but then it quickly cools it off so it doesn't melt your ice in your cup. And then you're getting 6, 8, 10, and 12 ounces, which is wonderful because it goes everything from, if you're going to make lattes and cappuccinos, you want 6 ounces. And if you want to do your big travel mug, you're going to want your 12 ounces. It adjusts the water levels and everything automatically, and it makes sure that it brews it great for you no matter what. In addition, you are getting La Columnista. Now, this is a medium blend. La Column has stores all across the country. There's actually one in the Philadelphia airport. So I've actually been there, and I love their coffees are delicious. This one's going to give you notes of like brownie, chocolate, and nuts. Absolutely delicious. I'll brew this one in just a moment. But what I love is that this has back-to-back brewing. So if I were going to brew a coffee and then I wanted to brew a tea, what's really important there, if you're a household of different types of drinking, is that when I brew this tea, it's not going to compete with the coffee that was just in there and leach flavors, right? Not a problem. The Keurig does this to a tea, and it's going to, again, give you that quiet brew technology. At the back, I'll pop off this one, 66 ounces and kind of a picture. I really love this. It makes it easy to pull it over because when it doesn't have a handle, this can get wet and slide out of your hands. So you can either fill it right at the machine by taking off the top or use the pitcher, which also changes position. So if you have 5 inches, this will fit. And that's what I think is super great.
Now, if you're already a Keurig family, you're just excited that this is like the latest and the greatest, right? You were like, oh yeah, let's get the latest and the greatest. I want to talk to the people that are still doing the old school coffee dripper in the little, you know, the glass craft that you're putting it in. It's probably stained, it's old, and you've just been fighting the good fight against the Keurig, and you're like, nope, I'm not going to switch over. I will tell you, my in-laws were that. Lucy and Byron.
Lucy and Byron.
They came to my house one year, tried the Keurig, and then she dropped a couple hints. You know, like, we love this Keurig.
I love that. Like, oh.
And then that's what we gifted them for Christmas.
Yeah.
And they, I think, were worried that the coffee they loved wasn't going to taste the same, or it wasn't going to be available. Going into 2026, there is very, very, very little brands, flavors, types that haven't collabed with Keurig.
Exactly. We have over 600 varieties with over 80 brands that we've partnered with. So that's giving you a very good head start there. But also know that a lot of local roasters now are doing their own K-Cups. So that's not part of the 600 varieties that I'm talking to you about in the 80 brands. That's not part of it. So there's actually this whole other world, and there's more. If for some reason you cannot find the brand that you love, you went to Costa Rica, you found a, get this. It's not coming with the thing, with the bundle today, but you can get this. Make sure you get the MultiStream, but this is the My K-Cup, and it's going to allow you to put your own coffee inside. Super easy. So there is no coffee that you cannot have in this machine. And what I love about it is because maybe one person in the house really loves French roast, and someone else likes hazelnut, and someone else likes tea. Well, the ability to be able to go again back to back and be able to brew different things is there now because you have this. Let us not forget, our time is short today. This frother changes the game. Inside is a whisk. It is magnetic. The base is what powers it. You pop this on. You pour your milk in. This can be a whole milk, 2% milk, almond milk, oat milk, soy milk, you name it. It's all going to froth. But do know anything with extra fat is going to froth better than something that doesn't have a ton of fat. You want to know how hard this is to use? This is your hot froth, this is your cold froth. That's all you need to know. If you want to do your vanilla, cold foam, whatevers, you can do that with this. So you can put this over ice because you don't want hot milk over a cold drink. So that's why hot and cold. What's happening now, if you want to peer in, is that it is actually circulating, aerating, and it's going to grow in volume and make this super silky, smooth, beautiful froth that hopefully we have enough time to show you at the end. This takes you now into doing lattes, cappuccinos. Hopefully, we'll see if I have time. I was going to do a campfire s'mores, but I don't want to forget to do the one that I'm also really excited about, which is so easy. I'm going to do, I found this caramel apple pie.
Oh, that sounds good.
Caramel apple pie. So I'm going to, and there's what the frother looks like. So now you're turning it into, so you're going to do your 6 ounces, and you could do your lattes or your cappuccinos.
I love the cold froth.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. And how much do they charge you for that at the coffee shops? Last I checked, $6, $7 now. What? You can do that now when you have this. It's so easy. So now I'm going to put this apple pie inside. I think I'm going to probably do 8 ounces. You hit how many ounces, and you just hit what I call the big K button or the party button. I want you to look at this and watch for a second. It's worth it. Because literally, in so many short seconds, this is going to start brewing. It is, there you go, so fast.
Look at that.
And it's quiet. Again, I am leaning right into the machine. What I am hearing is the coffee coming out, and that is it. It is silent. This quiet brew technology has really changed the game. That means you can be brewing in your machine over and over and over again. Now, this is over ice cream, so I just did an apple pie over ice cream.
That is so good.
An easy, fun drink to do. That's really great for entertaining. You can do your, if you want to do your spiked drinks, you know, we may or may not have time for that, but like if you do your Baileys and coffees and things like that, this can become the party station. So now you set out all the different things, and you place the drinks here, but because you're getting the froth, because you're getting that gorgeous, gorgeous froth, the drinks elevate all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you, even if you got this and you kept the Keurig and gifted the frother to somebody, they're getting a $58 frother that you got for nothing, because this is even less than it cost just for the Keurig. This would be a gift on its own. So gray and black are your 2 options as far as colors. If you're looking at the reservoir in different places, you can move it as you need, your counter space or however it is that you need to use it. It's over a $248 bundle that we're giving you from Keurig, including the 10 K-Cups today for $149.95 and the free shipping. And
guys, I love that we're ending with, so I want you to see how beautiful that froth is, right? So we're gonna pop some froth in here, and this coffee just went to a whole new yum yum level. I'll put a little
I love
cocoa.
it. 915-326. Thank you guys for spending the last 3 hours with me. I will tell you that Debbie Dedman has the hottest thing in the beauty world for our today's special. You wonder what it is? Stick around for Debbie D. See you tomorrow.
Juliana woman